A Wonderful Heart. It's one of my poems that made it to the buses in Miami Beach transit. For 3 months it was hung in the buses so many thousands of people could read. It won some prizes, and now it's been renewed by Sully. She did an amazing work. She wrote the poem on a piece of wood that is going to be in the main entrance and the main wall at Naomi's garden. I will read the poem. Wonderful heart. Even the most beautiful flower blooms and blight. But the human heart, once in bloom, it never dies. It never dies. Find the heart of your heart. Quench the thirst of longing. Nourish it with light. Care for it with love. Fertilize its soil with humility. Let it feel to a bloom in the highest high. Let it sing for you the song of a wonderful heart. This poem is from a little book of poetry. It's called Appreciation in Poetry. Good job, Mr. Ed. Very nice.
Oh, I ain't looked it over yet.
No, I mean, I see the motion of your hand is very gentle.
Once I get these air bubbles out of here,
yeah,
then I can see if it's got any dimpling in it.
Tell me about your feeling. How do you feel about doing this poem?
Huh?
How do you feel about doing this poem?
Right now I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think, you know, everything seemed like it went good.
I mean, did you read the poem?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about it?
The only part of it I didn't understand is why it's got let it feel twice.
It's emphasizing.
Oh.
That's the point of all of that message, that it's in the feeling.
Right. It made me have to stop and think about it. It's like, wait a minute.
See, because we're not used to feeling, we're used more to thoughts and reaction to things.
Right.
And the message of the poem, to connect to the message of the poem, is through feeling.
In other words, don't think about it, feel it.
Don't think about it, feel it, exactly. So that's why, let it feel. So you can get into it.
Right. Alright.
Because the whole message of a wonderful heart, most of the time it's an angry mind, you know, and a disturbed mind that humans have. But we all have underneath, we have a wonderful heart.
Oh, okay.
And it shows itself in many times, many moments in life. But I have to tell you, you're doing very good complimentary work for this poem. I'm really very proud of you, very happy. The whole thing with
I told you at McDonald's, I know what my job is and I know how to do it. And the way you looked at me, like I've heard that line before.
Yeah, right, that's true.
You got to show me, buddy.
Yeah, I did, I tell you, you know. And even when I ask you have all the tools? You said, I have all the tools. I had serious doubt.
Well, you see all the tools I've rolled in here with.
I sure did. It came out true. And now we're doing poetry in the garden. Wonderful house. Thank you.
I can't wait to get this thing hung. This is going to be nice.
That's going to be show. The show of the garden. Thank you, Ed.
All right, I got to get these lights shut down, Ava.
All right.
So, Yaron,
Yes, Sally.
how are you feeling about your poem? It's got a new shape today.
Yeah, I'm really happy, very happy, Sally. What you did is beautiful. The wood is great, the writing is right, the coloring, everything, the spacing is very clear, very easy to read.
Well, that's...
I was feeling that the poem, it's a long poem and it says a lot. Therefore, when it's easy to read, somebody can stop and start and really get into the poem. I think you did very good, complimentary work for what it is.
Well, I had a lot of
really
fun. Because when you paint a beautiful poem, that poem enters your heart also.
So even just to say, even the most beautiful flower blooms in blight, but the human heart, once in bloom, it never dies. Right there is a huge message.
Yeah.
Something big to think about and to feel. And
Absolutely.
to clarify to oneself, what does it mean? What does it mean it never dies? Except maybe the reality of the human heart that is beyond everything that we normally know and think we know.
Absolutely.
To get into the knowing of that reality within. And when we can humble ourselves and nourish ourselves in a real way, then we can get to this bloom of the highest high. And then hear the song that plays in our heart all the time. And takes us to this elation of a wonderful heart. I just love it, really, I love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sal.
Come to Naomi's Garden Restaurant in Miami to enjoy the poetry in the garden. Welcome.